cut it and reopen it. 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4. First off, can we just agree that this is made by the same people who made Overly Sarcastic Productions, aka Red, aka the story's cold as fuck. Also, god damn it, all the weird family members want to message me and go, "Oh my goodness, it's a nice little congratulation day for your anniversary." You motherfuckers could have messaged me at any point. Y'all didn't have to spam me all at the same time, which just tells me that somebody sent it in the group chat for you fuckers to respond to. Sorry, I'm getting notifications. Anyways, first off, this is a pretty looking city. Also, built into like a dome type feel, like deep into the ground, literally spherical, wall all around. It's begging for somebody to flood it, and fill it like it's a damn fishbowl. But yeah. Also, I'm sorry. Wait, hold on. Did they add a little thing where if you hold your mouse over, it says "Ooh, scenic"? Wait, is that actually what this is titled as? What the fuck? That's actually really dope. Wait, oh my god. You can hold your mouse over any part of this and it will tell you what the hell is going on. It literally says "Why so blue?" Does it change on different portions of this? No, it doesn't. Okay. So we have omega symbols, blue people. Alright, alright. For those who are watching this as a VOD, whenever I send it out, we're reading through Aurora, though we have not gotten a single word yet. Yo! Okay, I kind of fuck with this way of transitioning yourself. Start rapidly forming the body out of different pieces and chunks before it then creates. Fuck yeah. So, it's gotten pretty serious then. We're sorry, Lord Vash. No, no. What? What? Well, sorry, Lord Vash, but the beasts have barred us from our farms, and our messages to Skieron have gone unanswered. They'll starve us out within days unless we... Baron, stop. You had me at beast. So, where should I start? Also, local is literally just a story involving gods. Totally wasn't one of the inspirations for the campaign at all. And the idea of creating creatures that are basically, yes, the idea of temple guardians may or may not have stemmed out of this. And if you have no idea what the hell that's talking about, I run a campaign on Saturdays. I'm talking lore and directing it towards only a single person in chat. Seriously though, did you have to kick him in the face? Bro, you're just smiling victoriously. He gives me like mild He-Man energy now that I think about it. From the squish to the squash. Yes, I will be doing all the sound effects. I do not care. We're goofing it. Also, I don't think there's a Twitch category for reading or like storytelling might actually be a thing. Hold on, let me look. Cause I was trying to look for one for reading. No, no. Story time? I don't know what the fuck story time is. That might actually just be the name of a game. Yeah, I don't think there's one for just reading books. Although that would be dope. Yo, if I just read bedtime stories for streams, that'd be funny as fuck. Yo, what's your stream idea? I read bedtime stories. The fuck? Anyways, wait, did he have a wound on his arm? Oh, he did get bit by on his arm. Yeah. And then he heals his own wounds and injuries. Godly energy. He's like, oh, Oh, don't let me interrupt. You looked like you were having fun. So I take it these chimera belong to you. Yes, but don't worry. I don't hold a grudge. I can always make more. Right. So I don't suppose you have a really good reason for why you've been starving and terrorizing my people for the last month. Oh, no, I don't for the last month. Oh, I'm glad you asked. But it's actually easier if I just show you. And that's when you fucked up. You see, he raised his hand and a mountain formed. So the reason, simply put, stop. Yep. Oops. Simply put, Vash, I starved your city to draw you out. Judging by the stories, I doubted you'd deny yourself the promise of a heroic battle. But despite your incarnation, too much of your essence is still bound up in your city and its people. It's unfortunate, but I have no other way to separate you. But it's alright. This was never about them. I've taken apart hundreds of mortal souls. They have nothing left to teach me. But I've never acquired the soul of a god. Yay! What the fuck is the plot of this? Severance of divine intervention and a little bit more before we end up stabbing him like a crime. No, yeah, yeah. I don't think you realize that, like, that's not the face of someone who's getting stabbed in the chest and going, oh shit, it's going, hmm, shit. But you, on the other hand, you got stabbed in the gutty, and you're now actually bleeding. I'm sorry. Good, good effort, but I'm afraid you're out of your depth. Also, fucking hell, that is an actually terrifying spell. Just closing the entirety of the ground to basically encapsulate a city. Well, I believe we may be just about done here. Please, we've been over this, remember? You're distraught, I understand. I imagine this must be very uncomfortable for you. Actually, would you mind describing the sensation for me? This could be a unique opportunity. It could be very enlightening. I'm guessing a spreading numbness, maybe pins and needles. I can feel them screaming. Ah, poetic. I'm impressed. We'll have to discuss this more in detail. Also, I think it like absorbs his essence into the divine knife, in which case he then yanks your soul. Well, I guess not divine knife, but anti-divine knife. What? Yeah, all of you gets yanked out. Ah, it worked, which makes this even more fucking terrifying. Yo, this villain did this shit for the lols. Homie didn't even know this shit was gonna work. He has pure Kenjaku energy, honestly. That's a relief. It would have been a shame if I had done all for nothing. Yeah, no, the willingness to murder an entire city just to see his curiosity fall out is fucking terrifying. Oh, where are my manners? You were upset by the screaming. It would be unkind of me to keep you here longer than necessary. Let's go somewhere a little quieter. And then the earth sealed behind him. Also, did I mention that the world here has fucking insane cave systems? Like, yo, homie, why do the caves get bigger and bigger the deeper you go down? What the fuck is this? Oh, and that mortal body, we yanked all the divine power out of it, but it's still kicking. Vash. Also, homie, I love you, but you can't keep cutting into the fucking ground with a sword. It's not gonna work. You can try. Also, you're bleeding out internally from the stab wound that was left in you as you're crunching the fucking ground. By the way, did I mention like Homeboy's strong? I remember reading this originally and thinking, he's kind of got some things going on. No, he's actually just strong. Strong enough to a point where he starts actually like bare knuckle grabbing the ground itself to try to tear it out. Meanwhile, his guts are probably gonna fall out of him, but it's okay. We will get to one of my favorite characters soon. Well, okay, maybe not soon, but like relatively soon. Oh, he's baby. Now, Bestie Girl has arrived. You see, I don't remember their name, but I do remember their powers. I remember their story. And we love the good old tank and healer combos, right? But they are a lot more competent to just being healed. Also, clink sound here, and then boiling water. Nice. And then turning around with glowing green eyes, which is totally a friendly thing. Also, I love the fact that this literally just says, well, hello here. Well, hello there. Not here. Woohoo! Witchy woman. Who who are you? Wait, no. Who are you? Who 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 are you? Where am I? Calm down. You're not from Vash. Are you godless? Were you with her? One thing at a time, how are you? One thing at a time, how are you feeling? I, I better than when I was bleeding out. That's good. My name is, uh Alinua. My name is Alinua. This is my home. And I'm not a citizen, but I'm not a godless exile either. And before you ask, this is tea. Lovely. Now I've got a couple of questions. What happened to the city? How was it destroyed? And who stabbed you? I don't know her name. She was strange. She besieged the city for months with an army of chimera. The people were cut off from Earth, starving. Vash had no choice but to step in. She looked human except for the eyes. She said she wanted Vash's soul, and she couldn't take it unless he didn't have a city anymore. Once she lured him out, she used some kind of magic. The ground rose up and swallowed the city whole. He tried to stop her, but she didn't even bleed. The dagger must have been enchanted, because after she stabbed Vash, his soul was pulled into it. And hold up, wait, but I thought, aren't you Vash? Yeah, I'm not. That's weird, right? Yes, that's weird. You look like just like his incarnation. You were healing too fast. And this is Vash's sword. So if you're not him, why do you have it? I hold on. I'm not sure how to explain it. I'm not Vash. I'm what you left behind. Are you sure you're really feeling okay? Considering I shouldn't exist. I'm doing pretty good. The first thing I remember clearly is waking up. Before that, it's more like a dream. Vash was stabbed. Totality of his existence, freed from his destroyed city, was drawn into the enchanted blade, and she took him into the caves. She left his body abandoned, but his body was a war machine. It wasn't built to die quickly. It was damaged, soulless, empty, but still alive. And then, after a little while, I realized I existed. So yeah, no, he's the fucking body of a god separated from its soul, which is dope as fuck for Protag. At first, I didn't know where I was, what I was. It was bright. I was in pain. I had a body, but it wasn't mine. I had memories, but they were distant, like a story I'd been told. I didn't feel real. Nothing felt real. Then I heard him, Vash, calling out from deep underground. He didn't know how I'd happened, but he didn't care. He needed help, and I was the only one listening. Of course, I was still bleeding out from the wound the collector gave him, so I didn't exactly get very far. But since you healed me, I might have a chance. Since I. You did heal me, right? I just assumed. I mean, this tree must have been shaped by life magic, and it would take a skilled healer to deal with my. You can't leave. You can't. You can't leave. I can't? Why not? What's going on? Are you okay? Not for a very long time. Unfortunately, neither are you. That's a rune for tattoo for channeling. It's not a tattoo. Not a tattoo. What else could it? That doesn't make any sense because I'm too old, right? I wish I had an answer for you. I was born with the mark. I carry the chimeric plague. You're right. I'm a life mage. I healed you, and I shaped this tree. But the power has a mind of its own, and it's only getting hard to keep in check. I lose control entirely. I shouldn't have made it past 5 years old. When I felt the city being attacked, I thought maybe I could hold it together long enough to help. I was wrong. Fuck! I was just trying to heal you, but I couldn't stop. I still don't know what I did to you. If you were Vash, this wouldn't be a problem. Gods build their bodies from the ground up. He could fix anything I messed up. I don't suppose there's any chance you really are Vash and that stab wound just made you lose your memory? Vash is gone. Great. Then we'll just have to wait and see what happens. No, no, I can't wait. Vash is gone. He must have gotten too far away. I can barely sense him anymore. I have to. No, don't you get it? I'm sorry, I really am, but none of this is going to matter. Distantly. Well, he would understand what this situation means for both of us. If you won't, if you won't listen to me, try asking him what kind of damage we could do. First and last instance of the chimeric plague. The van began silently when an otherwise innocuous child was born on an outlying farm. A green earthmark on his chest. His name was Iris, his parents were shepherds. Even before he could walk or talk, Iris showed great signs of healing and encouraging plant growth. Farmers adored him, his unusual skill never seen so strong in one so young. Iris was kind and gentle child. He freely shared his gift with anyone who asked. 17 days before his fifth birthday, his power flared out of control. The wave of raw life energy released had a dramatically mutative effect on everything it impacted, including his parents, their herds, and 3 nearby farms. Vash sent his agricultural emissary to investigate missing farmers. But he was killed by one of the affected creatures. Aster and mages were consulted about while the beasts were contained, but they advised that such thorough mutations could not be meaningfully reversed. The minds of those altered had been damaged beyond repair. Mutant Chimera were put down before they could take any more lives. Iris was found a few days later, physically rooted to where he had lost control, his body growing into the earth. Which fucking hell, that is just a mutation that can happen. Hey, yo, what's your power? Poison Ivy Super Cancer Laser Beam. The plague wasn't widely known at this point. They didn't even know what was happening. We're lucky we already seen the worst case scenario. Minimizing the damage is all that matters. Not Vash, not that collector, woman, not you or me. If my magic is changing you, then all we can do is keep you contained. Do you understand? Where I learned what I was. We just need to wait a little to make sure. If I really healed you, it'll be just a delay on the journey. Then you can forget this ever happened. I won't forget. Your healing magic saved my life. I'll never forget that kindness. But all I did was matters and fighting Ash. When do you think I can leave? I don't. I, I, I don't know. Maybe a day if nothing changes. All right. I don't have a lot of vocal range, okay? Because if I do vocal range, it's gonna start saying like this, hi, hello, like some random shit on that. I can't really do anything else for inflections. I got a few inflections, but most of them are mask. What should I call you? Your name. You're not Vash, so you need a name, right? Oh, I guess yeah. Hmm. Okay. Well, let me know when you figure it out. You picked a name then. Also, I love that like fucking Ali Nua is just like, oh yeah, no, let me just sit down, practice my plants, focus on growing a flower, get startled, blast it open. No, I've got an idea. It's not healthy for either of us. Of course, I need to go after Gash, not Vash. You may have mentioned, and you need to keep an eye on me in case something goes wrong. Yes. And I'm guessing you're pretty confident in your ability to stop me if I try and leave. Otherwise, you would have put me somewhere more secure or tricked me into staying here instead of being up front. I guess. Okay. So this is my idea. Come with me. That is not a good idea. Hear me out. Vash is empty. The city's gone. There's nobody left. Even if you lost control, the only person who gets hurt is me. If it turns out I am turning into a monster, being in the city won't prevent you from stopping me. You can keep an eye on me, and I can go after Vash. Fuck yeah! Look, I have to fight him. It's getting harder for me to. Okay. We'll check it out, but we're not staying any longer than necessary. Alright, there you go. Just pop my fucking joints. You still need a name. You really hung up on that. I don't see why you aren't. What if I need to get your attention? I'll be the only person just start to yell something. You aren't taking this seriously. You realize how dangerous this is, right? Even if the city is empty, there could still be chimeras around, or a million other things. What are we walking into? Did you hear that? Just the wind. What do you hear? A voice, I think. We should head back. How are you feeling physically? I. No, I don't think it's that. I feel fine. I don't think chimera mutation makes you hallucinate. Not usually. Okay, let's keep going. Tell me if it gets worse. It's the people of Vash. Yep, a bunch of dead souls. To Vash like I am. When they die, Vash has to break their connection to release them. It's a funeral rite, but Vash isn't here. Should I leave? No. This is why Vash needs me. I'm sorry, did I skip too many chapters? What the fuck? Yeah, it's 122. Okay, so I guess it's just we just cut from him being on the ground kneeling at the sounds of the damned. Alright, here we go. It's not a collapse. It's not collapsed. It's like the tunnel clenched shut behind her. No loose stone. It's not even airflow. It might be hundreds of feet of solid stone before it even opens up again. You're not getting into the singing caves through here. You can't open it? Me? No. But it was a life. But it was sealed by a life mage. What? She made chimeras and controlled plants when Vash was. Well, she didn't do this with life magic. Life magic only affects living things, plants, animals, whatever's in between. I can't reshape stone any more than a fire mage can make it snow. Did you ask me to come because you thought I could? There has to be something. I have to do something. Hey, you serious? That's never going to. You can't dig through solid rock. What else can I do? Move. No. Move. I wish I had a more femme voice. I can't do this shit. We're gonna brute force this anyways. Let's see if this helps. Fuck yeah! Root strength. Also, roots being a natural counter to shattering rocks makes perfect sense. Like, that's literally one of their main jobs. You'd be right. You're right. It'd be wrong to leave your people like this. Maybe I can break the rock enough to open the way. And if I can't, your bare hands wouldn't have worked either. But this is too much. We can't find another way. You don't have to. It's okay. Growing plants is the first trick I learned to do. It to meditate. I have this under control. Yeah. Yeah. That's not control. That ain't control. Homegirl. No, you're super fucking saiyaning. Oh shit, I skipped me. Uh, you're okay. Why did you grab me? I didn't know what else to do. Well, I suggest you don't do it again. It's not healthy. I hope I never need to. Is that what you call under control? No, but I'm still alive. I'll be okay in a minute. These plants will never be the same, but it looks like that's the extent of the damage. At least I wasn't trying to heal. I don't understand. Why did you do that? You could have died. Yeah, homegirl uses her shit for even a little bit too long, overheats, and then shits the life out of everything. Shits the life out of everything is wow, horrible way to describe any of what I just said. Hmm. Gonna grab some music to put in the background. Hmm. Can I like find something dope that's not horrendous? Alright, so they're just sending drugs. Dope. I don't want that. Wow. Mm, I don't think we're gonna get a good set of what's the word? I don't think I'm gonna find a great song for this. Screw it. I'll just grab something.
$25 a month for.
Shut the fuck up. I don't want to listen to your shitty ass ads. Give me Dizzy 8 or give me death. Also, I'm playing Whitebeard's songs because Whitebeard's good music, you know. And okay, it's not that Whitebeard's good music, but like Whitebeard's good mans, and I feel like that works with good story. I don't understand. Why did you do that? You could have died. Yeah, I died anyway. But I don't need to get many opportunities to do anything good.
And your ship is beginning to sink. Do what you can and do what you.
Never mind. I realized that probably having things with lyrics is gonna fuck up my flow. Let me check and see. Is this copyright shit? Hopefully they allow me to post this as long as I don't try to claim it as for profit. I'd be very much fine with that. I'm trying to not to make this a for profit video anyways, just want to do it. Alright. I'll die anyway. But I don't get many opportunities to do anything good. That might make this all worth it. I'll take it slower this time. Let me just. No! I'm sorry. I'll find another way. Are, are you sure? This might be your best shot at chasing her down. I really don't mind. No. How can I possibly help the dead by sacrificing the living? Nobody dies. Not from me. Not ever. Oh, I'm sorry. I keep forgetting that you're less than a day old. You've been surrounded by nothing but death for literally your entire life, and all I've been talking about are my own problems with it. Of course you're freaking out. I've had a decade to process it. You've had an hour. Listen, death is scary, but it's not the most important thing in your life. You have to live for more than just survival. I hope you get to see what I mean. But for now, let's just get out of here. And I'm sorry for being such a depressing introduction to the rest of your life. It's fine. And I'll try not to die while you're around. Thank you. I love this duo. Literally the fucking depressed maid and the optimistic but also very naive warrior kinda just fucks as a dynamic. You might need to stay a little longer since you're sort of re-exposed yourself to my wild magic. That's okay. I need to plan out my next move anyway. We can also spend that time picking a name. Is that really more important? Look, if you don't pick something, I'm just gonna start yelling embarrassing nicknames until you respond. Like, you don't nickname easily. Blondie is kind of generic. Wait. Did you hear something? Ah, fuck! Big monster! Yeah! Get down! No? Stop grabbing me! It's not good for... Run. What? Run! Good idea. Please don't do it again. What is that? One of Vash's guardian statues. A sentinel. It's a stone soldier, like a puppet Vash used them to defend the city. This one must have been lost outside the city during the Collector's initial attack. The puppet, how is it still active? I don't know. But it doesn't matter. You need to get somewhere safe. What? It's coming after both of us. What? No. This is all. You shouldn't even be here. Everything's so new, I didn't understand what I was risking you. If you die here, it's my fault. And I don't know how to deal with that. So please, get somewhere and stay alive. Here from Discord. Hey. Okay, so here's the thing, right? More coffee? I sent that to a bunch of Discords. You mind telling me which Discord are you from? Also, thank you for listening to Happy Streamers. We're reading through chapters 1 through 22 of Aurora because Overly Sarcastic Productions is awesome as fuck and I love their storytelling. So I thought it would be nice to read through. Also, the aux port is up to anyone in terms of choosing the background music. I'm down, bro. I love the collab soon. Looks super interesting. Fuck yeah. The manga readers, so you down? You want to make this dumb and goofy? If you want, I'll give you the Discord link and you can legit just go band for band reading this. You choose a character, I'll choose one. I don't care, just want to have fun with this shit. Oh, hard to hear me on the music? Oh shit. Give me a second. Hi. One of the things I was basically saying was, if possible, I can just literally give Discord link, hop into the general chat of the Discord, and anyone who wants to hop in, we can all just read the story together. I don't care. I just want to celebrate and have fun for stream. Also, this is the second stream. I've been on streaming for the past like 7 hours. I just cut it in half because the VOD was getting long. Also, what Discord did you come and find me from? If you don't mind me asking. And I say your name is More Coffee, correct? I hope I'm saying it right. If not, let me fucking know. Well, yes. In this one, it is, but my real name is Coffee Black. Got you, got you, got you, got you. Alright? You want me to call you Coffee? You want me to call you Black? Or you want me to call you Coffee Black? You like YouTube and stuff? Alright, alright, alright. Welcome in, welcome in. It's nice to see people really show up and actually just vibe. That's kind of what I'm here for. Woo! Sorry, I had to recenter the YouTube. Oh my goodness, why doesn't the screen want to come in? Please? Yo, can I get the screen to come back, please? Yo, what the fuck? Why is it blacked out? What the fuck? Yeah. Share the love. The screen's deciding to be a little bitch. Yo. There we go. No, I just had to unselect the media capture and redo it. Alright. I'm going to hop into the just straight up just chatting section of this Discord, and I'm gonna just throw the link into the chat for anyone and everyone. Fuck it. This is technically not my server, but it's the server that I co-run with Monkey Pirate Gaming. Though he only shows up like once a week, so I basically run it solo. It's not a ton of people, and we have enough fun here. Also, 99% of the people who are here are because I'm here, because I'm the only one who streams actively all the time. But yeah. All right. Let's see. I don't know if you die here, saying that my fault. So please get somewhere safe and stay alive. Yeah. I. It's not your fault that I. Hey. Just two fucking crash outs. It's so stupid. Full support? Yeah. Oh, by the way, this is an 18 plus channel and Discord. If you are not of the age, you will need to get the fuck out of here. Mainly because um I like making stupid jokes and I don't want to have children hear them. I remember Long 30. Got you. Just had to check and make sure. Keep them principles active because you never know when a motherfucking child wants to slip his ass in here and you gotta go bye. I remember the Sentinel, or Vash remembers. It's centuries old. One of the oldest that remains in use. Vash's memories of the ancient statue were tinged with sentimentality. I struggle to meaningfully comprehend as I search for a memory of the Sentinel's weakness. Another memory arises to the surface. A long, dead craftsman with a voice like sandpaper on strings. After their hits under the stove, they start getting a little moody, moving on their own when I do repairs. My guess is once you've Spent so long running around in them, it stands to reason a little bit of living would rub off on them eventually. Vash didn't understand the sorcery well enough to judge the validity of that theory, but he liked the poetry of it. Briefly, I wonder if the old sculptor's theory explains why I'm alive too. Nameless and confused in a body that isn't mine. The thought gutters and dies as I watch the sentinel blot out the sun and try to decide which direction I should dodge when the club comes to swing down. Dialogue is very compelling. It is. Um. Okay. Brief rundown of the story. Main protagonist. He's not a descendant of a god. He's not created by a god in the traditional sense of I am man made to go and do things. A witch shows up to city. City gets basically swallowed by the earth and killed. Witch stabs God. Knife that she stabs him with, I'm not sure if it's she, him, they, whatever. Knife that they stab him with absorbs God's energy, and the God's soul goes in the blade. But the body that the God had incarnated in is our protagonist, and that's what's left behind. So Homeboy is literally a less than a day old. He is literally hours old and just trying to contemplate what the fuck life is right now. Left, away from Ali Nua. Guilt is a new feeling for me. Technically, every feeling is, but Vash hardly ever felt it. Without his experience, I'm at a loss on how to handle it. Vash's brazen hands-on approach to combat was a calculated strategy designed specifically to keep his people safe behind the walls, and he out of danger. Whereas my impulsive decision to pin my objective on Ali Nua's unstable deadly power has dragged her directly into the line of fire. Her hospitality, her compassion, the kindness she showed me, risking her life to heal a total stranger. I took advantage of it all. The ghost of vast chatter in the back of my head. Death has been cradling me since before I opened my eyes. It's already taken me too long to understand it. So there's an element that can be used to observe God. All the it can be used to absorb, like forgivable. So who is the she it speaks of? Okay, so Ali Nua is the witch woman who showed up and healed our new boy here, who has not gained a name yet because he's less than a few days old. Ali Nua also has plant magic that, if overused and healing, okay, it's life magic, but they're able to affect plants and material. And if they overuse it, it kind of loses control. And think of super cancer and poison ivy had a fusion dance, and you become tree people as she fucks up. Yeah. So is she a friend to this construct? No. Oh, Blondie here is a dude. Um. Pretty much the original god that he was separated from made the construct here, the big statue thing. And I'm assuming that the friend here is mentioned was the person who created the construct years ago. That's wild. Yeah. I've seen a lot of good ways to be like, okay, how do we limit healing? You overuse healing, you gain cancer is a pretty useful way of doing it. Also, hey, wait, oh, hold up, no more. Oh shit, I didn't even push next petting. Threw the fucking rock into him. Yep, nobody else. I'm a fan of the artwork. Have you ever heard of overly sarcastic production? Because this is made by Red, by the way. Yes, this is made by Red. This is Red's story, the one that they're getting printed, and as a way of commemorating them for doing one of the best fucking things I can see yet. I yes, yes. This is why I'm encouraging people to come along and read with me because this shit's dope as fuck. I remember reading it up at one point, and then we like cut off and hadn't continued for what? Why the fuck am I referring to myself as we? Doesn't matter. We, me, Dellizar Slit, right? That's how you say my name, by the way. Um, did not continue for a bit, fully supporting. Like, yeah, I'm no good at this. I say, yo, for a homeboy that's been born less than an hour ago, if you start parkouring up a fucking Colossus, I think you're doing pretty fucking good at this. Also, this is Ali Nua, the plant person. Nah, you're doing free, fine promotion. Yay. Um, this is Ali Nua, the person with plant cancer powers, as they're very much sitting on their own, waiting for this fight to end. Oh yeah, by the way, if I'm correct, they have a little bit of self-sacrificing tendencies between both characters here. They're both crash outs. Out the womb for 45 minutes and dropping giants. Exactly. Literally their thing was like, yeah, no, most people know that like if you have this curse that makes you super volatile with life magic, usually you die by the age of 5 because you super cancel out and nuke whatever area you're in. I'm a full grown adult. There's no telling what's gonna happen when I do. Like when I go, everything around me is going with me. So they're like, I'll heal you and I'll help you, but there's no telling if I fucked you up because how do I know that my super healing magic didn't fuck with your literal divine genes and make a monster? Like, if I'm correct, there's multiple gods too. So it's a poly. It's not polytheism because people aren't praying to multiple deities. If I'm correct, it's more so that different deities over different areas and different things. Because the NC can't have a fake out death. Yeah. No, that is poly. Yeah. All right. I go usually by the idea of polytheism being something where like you're actually praying to different deities and working out a multi-theistic society. Because like there's different deities in current real life, right? People have different religions, but unless you're actually working into different religions together, it shouldn't feel like it's polytheism. Or at least not how I usually introduce and think of it. Yeah, Shiva on one side, Jesus on the other. Like you wouldn't consider them together as polytheistic. Or at least I wouldn't consider someone who's praying to one and not the other as polytheistic. Anyways, listen. Death is scary, but it's not like the most important thing in your life. Ah, we're reliving the words that you gave him. I've had a decade to process it. You have to live for more than just survival. I don't get many opportunities to do anything good. I don't want to scare you. I'll try not to die while you're around. Minimizing the damage is all that matters. That might make this all worth it. And then him just telling him to get somewhere safe and stay alive. Yeah, they have to pray to both these people. Alright, yeah. Such a hypocrite. Of course I don't want to die. Ah, yeah. Just because you're not sure if you have value in your own life doesn't mean that you choose to crave death. Hey, no, that's actually a pretty solid quote for me now. Yeah, no, that's a fucking solid quote. Just because you are not sure of the value of your life does not mean that you crave death. Also, Fuck yeah, my boy. Oh my god, he's using his sword as leverage to crack it. My boy's out here fighting. I. So we got him cracking. He's holding on to this thing. Okay, we just going at the fucking neck. I don't. Yo, I don't think the giant realizes that, like, if he slaps down, that's gonna bring the sword even deeper into him. Or maybe it won't. No, never mind. I think he just grabbed him. I thought he was gonna just slap him. This is bad. Really, really bad. Oh, you got cracked ribs. I don't like that. Hey, his arm fell off. Good. At least that part worked. Yeah. Oh, thank goodness he takes the cumulative damage. Quietly. Some fractures, some breaks, damage to my left leg remains, a significant loss of speed and mobility, and I only have one of my arms. I'll be lucky if I can take out the legs before I collapse from injury or exhaustion. But hey, at least I got the arm off. I've given myself a real sarcastic self congratulation if I'd bothered to pick a name before this. Honestly, yo, I feel like if I beat this, I deserve to get a name. That actually kind of fucks. If I was to make a game, you get your first actual boss fight before you're allowed to choose a name for your character. Kind of works, and make it an actual hard boss too. Ooh, that would be kind of fun. That'd be kind of cool. So that you can literally beat it and just go, "Who are you?" If you win, right? But what would hit harder, however, if you're doing a boss fight in that nature of like you get a boss fight before you get to choose the name for your character, is every time you die nameless. And I would start the character off wearing a mask or something that's been like tied to their face or like locked on, and you get the key from this boss. And that's when you get the character on creator. So you literally die nameless and faceless. So that the death message is just another nameless and faceless person to the like just another one to the grind or some shit like that. And actually you beat the tutorial boss, that's when you get to unlock the character customization. That would fuck so hard. Okay, so obviously big creaky. Oh, um, yeah, I think he's just gonna drag that big fuck off arm across the ground. Yep. Moo! He avoided getting hit by the main brunt of it. However, the wave that came after fucking knocked him on his ass before Allie knew him. Yo, Allie, please show off that you were like actually cracked. Thank you for your compassion. I've forgotten how it felt. But this isn't your fault, and because of you, I get to do a little good first. Allie knew it. Don't. Allie knew it? Let's go. Poison ivy type shit. Yo ho 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 yo ho ho. Hmm, 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 hmm. By the way, I just want to check something real quickly. Yeah, you don't need a particular app message to actually use this channel. Okay, just checking. Ooh. I was worried for a second. I was like, hold up. The just chatting should be free for anyone. So we have plants going into things growing in places that shouldn't be. And oh god, no, they are actively hurting your boy here. Hey, can you like not return him to the fertilizer mulching land, please? You're supposed to target. There we go. Tear that apart. Also, I love the fucking crazy like vine slash fern markings across her body as she uses her abilities. The glowing eyes are a lovely symbolism as well. it is entirely showing that this power not only works through her, but emanates from her with how it glows as well. Also, can we just appreciate one of the funniest things about this is that OSP, what the fuck is these little messages that pops up whenever you hold your mouse over the damn page? Because it just says sick tats, bro. We leave in Easter egg moments. Also, well, rock is weak to grass type. Literally, we're just quipping in the fucking like subtitles of this. Well, that's not normally what happens when my soul explodes. Fuck. Double update. Click ahead. Also, big explosion, dashes cloud, reformation, reformation. Oh. Oh. I don't know if there's like an outer god situation. I knew that there was some weird outer god situation because I've kind of checked in like arc one, but like I remember my first experience with this was just going, yeah, we are about to get into some actual crazy nonsense, and I'd be terrified too, scared shitless, straight up diarrhea of bricks up my anus because I wouldn't know what the fuck I'd do. I just shit myself. uh, uh, I'm 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 still standing. Dun, dun. Everyone gets a nap today. Oh, that's cute. Also trying their best not to fucking like instantly nuke his face. Like, please don't heal over words. I don't want to cause a tumor. It's not fighting me. Everything's so clear. Oh, you went so far in. Okay, maybe. Okay, so I've seen some parts of this before. I remember it a little bit, but it's been a year, maybe a little bit over. Was the premise basically that they overloaded their system to a point that they now have every pathway become unblocked and unchecked, and as such, the greater green allows them to use it more, or that they're like a reincarnation of the green? It's one or the other. Either the green is a separate thing that's using them as a channeling, or they are the reincarnation of it. I forget which one it is. What? And you are a lot less human than you look. I mean, you're structurally similar, but your bones are a lot more dense. Did Dash weave metal into them? And I think your flesh wounds are built to heal about 8 times faster than you're okay. Yeah, so homeboy here is built different, literally, and also you're okay. Fuck yeah, you wouldn't wake up, and I thought you were because of me. No, no, no. I'm fine, better than fine. I'm really alive. Oh, I wouldn't hug him. He's pretty dirty right now. How dare you, Red? What the fuck? Brain makes a little microwave ding noise. It's a trauma finishes processing. That is actual go to hell worthy statements. Also, are we? I think we're rounding into where chapters 1, 2, something like that comes in. I just want to make sure that as I get along, I'm going to put a little chapter markers so I remember where to like, title these out. I guess I wasted so much time in there, in here. Are you really okay with just leaving your home behind? I already left my home. I already left my home. This place was my exile. I locked myself away because I thought I was a monster. It'd be stupid to stay here regretting how long I was wrong. Ah, yes. Freedom. Freedom from thyself in their own imprisonment. Also, the real mystery of this comic is how they keep cleaning and repairing Sword Guy's clothes so fast. Honestly, I love that we just address the fact that, hey, The clothes can be inconsistent. As long as the injuries and main body parts are there, and the inconsistency of the clothes is treated as a jag, not a jag, but instead as a gag, I'd be cool with this. As long as they keep the internal consistency, it's fine, no matter how goofy things get. So, where are we heading? The Seeing Caves have another interest. Several days north of here. That's where I'm heading anyway. But you're free to go wherever you want. You don't need to. Hey, do you want to go alone? Not really. Me either. Me neither. Easy choice. So, duos. Yay. Hmm. Vash named his sword Kindle in the first language spoken in this region. It means right hand. I think it works for me too. It's better than nothing. Oh, no. Is it that bad? I thought it was clever. Eh, I'll get used to it. Also, so we have one person who is Ali Nua, who is grappling with the idea of becoming. Oh my god, that's a massive block of text. Hold up. Did you know I literally didn't know Kindle was a real name when I started writing this? I saw it in some kid's locker in high school years later and was like, oh no. Anyway, everyone say hi to Kindle. In his fantasy world, it is a very weird and unusual name. I've met like so many Kindles IRL. Anyways, I love that Ali Nua is grappling with the juxtaposition of trying to realize I can live for the first time, and Kindle is literally trying to understand that they can live at all. Like, Kindle is consistently thinking of themselves as a tool, at least from my interpretation. Meanwhile, Ali Nua thought of themselves as one as well. They're not juxtaposed as being like, oh, I'm on the story arc that you're going to be going on, so like I'm a little bit ahead of you. No, there's some differences here. I thought I was a monster, and I thought I was literally given a divine purpose. The storm of magic is known by many names, each one significantly more vibrant and creative than the blandly descriptive moniker. We evidently insist on imposing upon it. The mountain folk is the Dalan Rakha, literally the hand of chaos. The people of Phagrian, the highlight its permanence with the moniker Kienmea, unblinking eye. The Phrygian swamps is simply the maw. Even the Ignans, distanced from the storm by thousands of miles, have a name for its fury. Ravionox, or literally the starving caldera. That kind of fucks. Some name it for its ferocity, others its destructive power. A few highlight its corruptive transformative influence. Most assign it a sort of willful malevolence, or sentience describing it as part of a living entity. In all cases, it is referred to with a great deal of reverence and an unhealthy amount of fear. But despite the fearful implications of these ominous titles, the storm is actually very simple. Its behavior is quite predictable. The storm is roughly hexagonal, with each section handily dominated by a raw, untempered form of a single elemental magic. It does some minor seasonal variation. The boundaries do not drift. The long-standing influence of each element has irrevocably reshaped the surrounding area, with influence strengthening exponentially as one approaches the center of the storm. The fire sector resembles a wind-blasted desert, where the clouds rain nothing but embers and ash. The closer one approaches the center, and the more volatile and volcanic the ground becomes. Oh, fuck. Let me check real quickly how long I have on this one. Wait, Okay. Oh, we are on chapter 4 already. Fuck. I didn't realize. I want to put a little marker here real quickly so I can go and take a not a bathroom break, but like, yeah, you know what? Hold up. While I'm gonna go and get something to drink, I'm going to also take a bathroom break, just so that I don't have that as an issue later on. A 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4. Go. Gonna push my little marker for break over. Cool, cool, cool. And let's read adventure music. The life sector is an impossibly overgrown, swampy mass of plant and animal life, trapped in a grotesque cycle of endless transformation. Yep, that's fucking horrific. Like, why do people even keep coming here? It's just 6 flavors of death, incidentally. Also, the name it was known as in the exalted culinary halls of Krasuna. What? The water sector, meanwhile, is battered by endless torrential rainfall, and any underlying stone has long since eroded into a immensely deep and treacherous lake. Okay, that's fucking horrible. The wind sector is blasted by continuous high winds, eroding the stone into a blinding mass of dust. The stone sector is deceptively calm, but the terrain is constantly shifting and flowing, rolling in on itself like a very slow boil. The earth is hungry there. That's actually creepy, because you don't realize it until it's too late with the stone section. You're like, oh, this is the one that's actually stable. You can walk on this one. Yeah, if you stop for a moment and take a rest, and you close your eyes for even a second, the earth will swallow you whole. The lightning sector is constantly illuminated by hundreds of stripes, arcing from the clouds to the ground and back. The ground is scorched and scarred, the strikes are unpredictable, each sector is uniquely treacherous, but the dangers are known and have been comprehensively documented. The storm in and of itself is well understood, but there are a number of questions that yet remain. Two uncertainties dominate the discussion of the storm. How and when did it come to exist? And what lies at its center? We know the storm has existed for longer than humanity has lived on the surface, but it is as yet uncertain if it predates the fall of the cities of the ancient. Knowing this could potentially help us understand and how it began, the role it played in the collapse of their civilization. But nobody has ever traveled far enough into the storm to determine the answer to either question. Expeditions into the storm are invariably stymied both by extreme danger and the physical environment, the unique and unpredictable wildlife, and the intensely high levels of raw elemental energy. Most hazardously, exposure to this intensely energy-rich environment gradually induces what is commonly known as elemental corruption. This condition is mostly common and may be found in amateur mages incapable of fully purging the last traces of the elemental energy from their souls after casting. The malingering essence festering and controlled within the soul induces an imbalance in the body's elemental energy, resulting in gradual physical and mental deterioration. Sorry, I'm taking a drink from the flask right now. Alright. If not treated quickly, the condition can become chronic and induce lifelong complications. In an environment as intense as a storm, corruption could reach a lethal level within hours. The energies are so intense as to gradually infiltrate any being, no matter how protected. Thus, elements of corruption can afflict even the hardest, most magically cleared souls. This danger can only be avoided by regularly purging the soul of all the elemental influences at the same time. The way of practice may purge themselves from the dangerous energies after casting. But this task is not as simple as it may initially sound. That's why I'm selling this all new detox smoothie. Get rid of all those nasty magical trace energies for just $99.99 and it's so refreshing. Ready? What the fuck? Looks like I'm not an omniscient at all after all. Oh shit, it's not omniscient. The most extreme consequences are faced by magically immune individuals, as they are powerless to impel the energies in any way. But even a mage finds himself restricted to commanding only those energies they can actually control. What elements they cannot control will continue to corrupt them. A fire mage, no matter how skilled, will still be corrupted by the insidious influence of life, water, stone, lightning, and wind. Because of the inevitability of the widespread elemental corruption, expeditionary efforts into the storm unilaterally stall out within the 20-mile north of the edge, when explorers are forced to turn back to avoid permanent damage, or worse, or lost forever in the waste. Yeah, which checks out, it makes perfect sense. The edges have been mapped out, but despite centuries of valiant effort, nobody has ever seen what lies at the center of the storm. Of course, this is because I've never tried. Oh, you young Odyssean fool. Go fucking chase after the sun with those wax wings of yours. The solution to the storm is insultingly simple on paper, but in execution is rather long. The simple fact of the matter is that it's only someone capable of controlling all 6 elements can survive the toxic environment of the storm long enough to reach the center, and that for such a person, this hitherto impossible task would, in fact, be trivial. The difficulty lies in acquiring such a person. These talents are rare indeed, appearing once every few centuries at most, and in fact, the Academy had not seen elemental mages in over 100 years at the time of my enrollment. Fortunately for the Academy, my phenomenal and natural talent is at the disposal for this. They didn't like it when I used phenomenal natural talent last time. Fortunately for the Academy, I am just as eager to discover what lies at the center of such a storm as anyone in the research division. Give me a second, I'm gonna stretch real quickly. So we have the All Mage, Kindle with Brawn, and a main heal also off TBS. And as I am, the elemental magus is capable of accomplishing this grand endeavor from animal risk. Having selected my point of entry, I will document my findings as I venture into the heart of the storm. So he's entered through the lightning side. Fuck yeah! Trivial. Electing to enter through the lightning sector, a simple shield, since his primary property is would repel half of strikes. And yeah, there's two faded out. I'm not gonna try to read that. You've talked to people before, right? Yeah, like 10 years ago. I'm kind of out of practice. That's no better than no experience. You're literally the only person I ever actually talked to. Yeah, but you have centuries of Vash's experience abroad. It was easier for Vash. People respect gods. I'm just some guy. Well, one of us has to go first. Yeah. So, you know this place? Windcrest. They're an independent town, but Vash put them under his protection, so the other cities would stop trying to claim them. They've had a friendly trade relationship for several centuries now. Do they have a market? We might want to pick up some supplies. Yeah. They've got a market. Mostly export gems and pigment, though. This road cuts straight through town before turning more northward towards the closest major openings, the caves. It sure does seem like windmills a lot. What do they do when the wind stops? The wind never stops. It comes from off the near edge of the standing storm. See, you can see the cloud wall on the horizon. Well, this place seems nice. And it shouldn't be too hard to, talk to a couple of shopkeepers. It's kind of their job to talk to people, right? It is. So it shouldn't matter if we are a little rusty. Yeah, they get plenty of travelers. Probably won't even notice us. I mean, you have the face of God. It's them, the travelers from Vash. Don't come any closer. What? Also, yeah, no, you're fucking attacking random refugees. Fuck you. Also, it would make sense that people would be panicking because, fuck's sake, an entire city went missing in an instant. We're really sorry about the mix-up. Welcome to Windcrest. I'm really sorry about them. They've been jumping since we lost contact with Vash. Oh god. When they first sent me to scout out what was going on the black-haired woman sent a flying chimera after me. Barely outflew it. When we learned the city was full-on destroyed, they got even more scared. My uncle saw you two on the road out for Vash a few days ago. He warned us we'd have company. Guess the welcoming committee assumed you were the ones who had attacked. I'd have gotten there sooner, but flying's not easy. The doctor's not going to be happy. I left it all. Well, thanks for stepping in. I could have gotten ugly. Don't worry about it. Everyone's on the edge after what happened to Vash. Speaking of which, the magistrate was hoping to talk to you about that. He's just upstairs. And be nice. He's scared too. Oh, great. Great. It's okay. We'll sort this out. It's okay. We'll sort this out. Travelers from Vash. Yup. Blood man, pink elf, that's them. Right. Right this way. You shouldn't bring the sword in. We can hold it for you. It's all I have left. That's... You can keep... Thank you. Yes, I'm gonna beat my fucking own desk in to make knock-knock sounds. Enter. I hope that came through. Magistrate Lord, I've brought travelers from Vash. Of course, welcome. I'm so sorry about the commotion. How was your journey? Not bad. Don't worry about it. No, it was uneventful. That's good. Oh, that's good. In that case, I'll get straight to the point. Our scout reported that Vash was completely destroyed. The sudden destruction of our communication lacunar or Aurora's corroborates his account. How did this happen? I know the subject must be different. Please, take your time. Why did the music cut out right when
we're for the ones who pay attention to every little
detail? Oh my god.
The ones who fuss.
They can eat shit. Fuck off advertisements. That's harrowing to see the least. This woman, this collector of souls. Do you think she'll come here? Are we in danger? I don't think so. When Crush doesn't have a god, she shouldn't have any reason to come here. Oh, that's good? But we're not done. Please, tell me about yourself. How did you escape the destruction? Oh, I mean, what's there to tell? The safety of my town is paramount. I must be sure your intentions before I allow you through. Which, honestly, fair. Our intentions. But we didn't want to stop here. We're just passing through, young lady. Please consider how this looks to me. A vast, powerful city is completely leveled in a matter of moments. In the face of impossibly potent magic, its notoriously competent god is apparently powerless to protect it. And now, two strangers who escaped the destruction completely unscathed have come to my town for some reason unknown. Strangers who, given their familiarity with the sequence of events, apparently witnessed the city's destruction firsthand, yet somehow survived. I do not want to make unfortunate assumptions, so instead I ask, how did you escape the destruction? I didn't see it firsthand. I wasn't living in the city when it was destroyed. I was out in the woods. I only went to investigate when I felt the ground shaking. Living alone? Yes. Godless? Yes. I wasn't exiled. I grew up in a small town like this one. Not a I see you're a mage. Academy trained? No. Self-taught. Your tattoo appears to be a lifer. Dangerous practice of magic to be self-taught. Yeah. I grew up in a very rural area. The academy wasn't an option. I just heal, grow plants, nothing too special. And you, young man, it's hard to explain. Does it have to do anything with the fact that you're currently in possession of Ash's sword? Yes, it's also why I look like him. I survived destruction because I didn't exist when the city was destroyed. After the collector took Vash's soul, I woke up in his body a few hours later. I only survived because Ali were found and killed. I'm not sure I understand. You were Vash? No. But I was his incarnation. I'm not him. But we are connected. Don't you need to see the collector retreat? I told you it was hard to explain. It's helping me put him up. Yes, that is not the answer I expected to hear. What you describe as at minimum unprecedented and, to my knowledge, theoretically impossible. I was pretty confused too, but I have seen firsthand that he's capable and he's not. Oh, what he's capable of, he's not lying. Why would I be lying? Forgive me if I don't fully trust your cooperation. What? The city was under siege by chimeras, and while an untrained black mage was living alone and unsupervised mere miles away, a deeply unfortunate coincidence, one that is adding up. But you think I had nothing to do with it? I never even went near the city. I barely knew that was what was happening until the city was destroyed. And why is that? You lived in high demand, well respected, well paid. Why did you isolate yourself? That's personal. Did you then stand by as the city was destroyed? No, I couldn't. Excuse me. Don't, Kendall. I understand you didn't believe me. So I asked you something. Only faster now. I'm sorry. It's easier to hear him when I hold the sword. If you don't trust me, maybe you'll trust him. Go ahead. Also, yeah, no, deciding to whip the sword out crazy like that is just like, hey, yo, 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 what the fuck you doing, Kindle? Kindle, hey, yo, boy, please, this is not time for Sasuke arc. Stop it, stop it. I need your eyes to come back again, not fucking Chris or Frisk. Stop it. He got eyes again. That's really what I remember thinking when I first read this. Could you tell me what the weather was like the day Vashti pulled Crescent's legs and mutual loyalty? Cloudier than average. It rained briefly in the morning. Both moons were up. Vash thought they looked beautiful rising over the storm's edge. The records does not mention the moonrise, but the calendar date shows both moons crescent. The weather was correct. Do you have any other questions? I suppose not. Given a demonstration, I believe that you are who what you say you are. I serve Vash. I vouch for Alibua. Is that enough? Yes. Vash was a loyal ally. I do not intend to disrespect his emissary. Also, this is literally like basically Vash's fucking son, if anything. Like Vash's son, child, industry, bodily autonomy. Like, what do you want to put forward? Hi. Is this Mary? Yes, Mary. Let me turn off the thing I'm streaming. I'm streaming, by the way. Let you know that.
Oh, okay. You were saying just chatting, so
Oh shit! Yeah. You want to move out the streaming?
sure.
Hi. I'm doing an event
Hmm.
thing, I guess.
Looks
Pretty
like you're
much.
reading a comic?
Yeah. You want to help voice characters?
No, I'm good.
I will let you know that that's what I'm doing as I go
Alright,
along. We can talk
alright, then I won't
completely
get
in the
in your
middle.
way.
Yeah. I'm gonna. You can completely talk to me in the middle of this, and I will go back and forth with you. Just understand that I will be reading this at least for the entirety of Arc One, and then we'll go into Arc Two and Three and Fourth. But I'll maybe separate those into separate videos. We'll decide whether or not YouTube wants to shit a brick. Because I was playing a little bit of. I have no idea if it's copyright music and didn't really care. I'm just here to read.
Huh. Sorry,
Um, hmm?
sorry, I am on a reading about gardening kick again.
Hold up,
I was
hold
reading
up,
about
hold up.
clover this time.
Mary, give me just a second.
Yes.
Let me just scroll down and check something. Yeah, okay, I already have the sexual themes marked. Yeah, no, you can just straight up say HCG shit in here.
That's not what I was talking about, actually.
The fucking else is gardening kink.
I didn't say kink. I said I was reading about gardening stuff again.
Oh, I thought you said
Because sometimes,
gardening kink, and I was like, what else is fucking gardening kink besides HCG?
sometimes I just get like a recuperative agriculture and shit ideas in my head, and basically I think it'd be really cool if one could have a community vegetable garden that also doubled as a third space where people could just hang out without being expected to give money.
I don't think those exist.
No, not really. That's why, yeah, third spaces as a journaler have been going out. Uh, Community gardens just tend to get treated as uh, just a space that everyone can put in a little bit of greenery. Uh,
Yeah.
what I'm what I'm looking what I'm thinking about is more like, yeah, this is just like a plot, a vegetable garden plot or whatever that I the veggies I control, but like I've made, there's some sheds, there's some gazebos. You can hang out if you want. I mean, I'm not gonna ask you to pay money, unless you want to pick pick anything. Then it's charged by the pound.
I feel that what I was about to say is not freedom and it goes against legal laws, but at the same time would be funny.
Hmm?
Yo, what if we just did a little thing called everyone has mandatory hours to work in the fields? The food is free that you manage to grow here, but everyone has to work.
One, two, three. Not picking the cotton.
Oh, fuck no, we're not doing that. No, this is only for the for the actual food here. If you want food, you have to eat. You have to actually work for the food. Otherwise, if you choose not to actually, grow anything here, then you don't get to add any of the food for yourself. You starve.
How did you find out about my post-apocalypse recruitment plan? We need a lot of shit that needs doing. We got food. You put in a good 12 hours a day, you get 3 meals.
And if you put in shit, well, you'll get shit back. Hmm. But no, this is a very fun comic. In which case, our protagonist is quite literally the severed body slash incarnation of a god.
Hmm.
This is Aurora by Red, aka one of the lovely hosts of Overly Sarcastic Production.
Yep.
Alright, and back into reading. Clouded in average, blah 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 blah. I read this section. Yes, I did read it already. I'm sorry for getting accusatory, but surely my concern is understandable. I am responsible for hundreds of lives. If I had a reason to suspect you posed a danger to them, and well, we all know what unscrupulous life mages are capable of. I feel super healthy for some reason, but I am reassured we are honored to host an emissary of Vash. You are both free to go about Windcrest as you please. Hey, next time we talk to a government official, I'll leave the sword. Thanks. Yeah, no, because literally, like less than 5 seconds ago, you like, okay, I can literally commune with the separated god of mine, right? Because like the sword belongs to him. Homie, I get your connection is better when you have the sword in your hand, right?
Hmm.
Whips the bitch out in the middle of the like. You can't just do that. You can't just wee. Kindle, please. You were literally born yesterday, but stop it, please. All right, getting back to this. But yeah, no, it's just a face like, please don't fucking pull out your sword again like that. You're gonna get us fucking killed. Well, that was unpleasant. Wanna do some shopping? Vash didn't incarnate with any money. I got it covered. Whenever I settled, plants and animals started thriving. People who spotted me thought I was a spirit. After a while, I started getting offerings. Bit embarrassing, but it had perks. Honestly, kind of valid. Yo, when the fuck is Cersei gonna just start popping around and going, hey, I just kind of chill here, leave shit here? I ain't forcing nobody, but I got a damn collection plate. Come on, put the shit in the plate. For those who have no idea what the hell I'm talking about, I'm talking about a campaign that I run where my players are playing as deities and gods. One of the players is Mary, and they just showed up and call.
Yeah, I mean, the transaction's already being made. Cersei gets faith, aka a pool, a limited but ever replenishing pool of power from believers. They get cool powers.
There's like entire
So,
sections of people
like,
that do not and or would not want to give you faith. I need
mhm.
alternate payment methods, motherfucker.
like I would have to figure out a new, new things to go to justify donations or ties like that. Basically,
Fair. Oh, hold up, Specchio just came through. Hello, Dell. Can't stay, but drop by and say hello. Hey, welcome in, Specchio. We're just here reading and talking about bullshit. You know the usuals.
yeah.
It's not a
I just
lot.
learned that you
Hmm?
I just learned that if I ever had a lawn, big if there, I can replace it with clover. I
Huh?
won't need to mow it. I can replace lawn grass with clover, and I won't need to mow it. It'll fix nitrogen into the soil, and I won't ever have to replant it.
Mm-hmm. 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 All right then. It's not a lot, but it should get us some food and a map. Wait, is this one currency? Thank you. I don't know how I'm going to do this. Which, again, Kindle's literal unit of measurement for his existence is just I choose like I can't I didn't choose to be here. I got made and then I had the soul of Vash ripped out of this body and I am now somewhere else. Like basically imagine if Cersei was made, right? Like made a new
Hmm.
body and flesh and blood and all that shit. And then Cersei was ripped out of it
Oh.
and the body was still standing. It's like I can pull on his memories, but those aren't my memories. They feel like I'm watching
Mm.
something.
I still think the drowned domain, I can snatch people's souls.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what I would do with that, but I think the metaphor, the metaphors and the metaphysics are there to support it.
All right. How's Cersei feel on the drowned?
Soul snatching, I don't know quite yet, but like if she, if she ever needs a more permanent, a permanent solution, doesn't feel like killing somebody, that's there, and that's arguably so much worse.
Yeah. All right. I'm gonna continue on this. With currency, don't know how to do this, and sorry. I finding Vash in a cave system, the size of the planet, getting supplies, making a plan, stopping her. I can't even talk without causing an incident. I don't know how to do any of this. Why would Vash create me if I can't do what he needs me to do? Um, well, I can't speak for Vash, but Most people don't spring into existence fully capable of everything they'll ever be able to do. Maybe you just need a little time to grow and learn. Is that okay? I don't hear Vash complaining. I think the one thing that's actually interesting when it comes to the campaign is I don't think any of y'all have thought for a single second the actual relationship that y'all would have towards the original creator. Hey, local.
No, not really. I don't. I have not.
Welcome back, local. We're in Stream VC.
Hello, friends.
Hi. I'm reading a story about gods and characters and plot. And it's dope. It's made by Red.
We don't do any of that.
What?
It's a good thing we don't do any of that.
We literally just were talking about how I don't think any of the players have thought about the contemplation of the relationship between effectively the original creator.
In what way?
Anyway,
Just like thought about the original creator?
no, the actual relation, like the dynamic here. Hi, homie, you are literally the personalities and ideas split. Deva, if
Mhm.
anything, could be considered flesh for it. Then y'all are the personalities, and so many other
So the
things are getting.
original creator has body dysmorphia
Is that how you
or
choose?
dysphoria?
Is that how you choose to separate it?
Hmm. It seems like all the monsters hate gods and vice versa, which would be the body hating the mind and vice versa.
Hmm. That's a way to see it. And there's a lot of
Mary.
shit going on.
Mhm. Yeah. Is Mary here?
Yeah, I'm here.
No. I have found a way to create a fully semi-automatic rifle.
Recoil or gas? Recoil, direct blowback, or gas operated?
Nothing. That's way too common. So instead of anything practical, hourglass.
Flip over?
Nope. So basically, there is going to be two magazines, right? The primer magazine and then the actual bullet magazine.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, how the primer magazine works is it's funneled in through the top, and then you pull the pin on the thing, and so a small amount of gunpowder is going to drop into the musket
Oh, okay.
at a controlled rate.
You basically have an already attached powder horn. Got it.
Yep, and it's going to slowly start feeding into the gun as a constant drip, and then the musket ball falls in basically when you let go of the trigger.
Hmm. I mean, I would have probably had more of a lever action rotating thing. That I know some Renaissance era, like
Mhm.
repeating flintlocks are not new. They just get seldomly pulled off because it requires a high level of craftsmanship to make.
Mhm. Yeah, so Mary, there's just one flaw in your idea. I'm Fumale, and I'm not very smart. And also that's boring. I don't want to do real shit. Get fucking fantasy type, fan- fantasy hourglass gun.
Anyways,
I want no practicality in my designs.
anyways, I'm gonna read next not chapter, but page. What's up? There's something. The wind. It stopped. But I thought you said the storm. Oh. Oh. Okay. Yes, the infinite storm that gives power to the windmill village just stopped. So yeah, no, we have a storm that should literally be infinite, stopping. Oh, we have fucked. We're fucked. No, my mill is not running. What's going on? The pumps, the store, and the town is freaking out because they just lost their livelihood and infrastructure. That's understandable. What's going on here? Magistrate, we don't know. The wind is gone. Gone. Impossible. How could. And the magistrate is probably about to blame me for this. Did I miss anything? Alinua? A cave entrance has been exposed. It must have been covered by the storm. If we could leave now, we could be there in a day. Also, I love that Kindle is just a fucking consistent crash out. Like when choosing a name for himself, what did he name himself? He named himself Sword. Well, he gave himself the same name that the sword that's on his back is given, which is just right hand. $10. I'll be back. Oh, that's cute. You know, I have no idea. Rumbling ground. Ah, yes, and then zoom. Parkour, 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 parkour. Bitch, why'd you make a tree that big? What the fuck are you doing? Magistrate?
Is this being recorded?
Yes. You could talk completely in the middle of this. I don't care. I'm just gonna.
Okay, I
Yeah, no, like I'm.
gotcha.
If I didn't want to be speaking to you all, I wouldn't join the VC. I would just leave.
Mm-hmm.
I'm here to vibe and have fun and read.
Got you.
I'm just gonna talk about shit as I go. Sorry for running off. I realize that there's nothing I can do about the wind, but I can make sure your town doesn't suffer while you rework your infrastructure. One fruit sustains an adult human for one day, longer for smaller people. The juice can be filtered for water, and the roots go down into the groundwater, so you don't need to water it. I've asked it to bear fruit year round, which might cut down its lifespan a few decades, but it should give you plenty of time to get back the town in order. That's a lot out of me, but I did say 10 minutes. It's been 4 minutes. Really? Wow. Also, can we just agree that like that is a crazy fucking fruit tree? Yo, one fruit a day for a person, and it's just gonna grow year round. You don't have to
Oh yeah.
water it. Like that's fucking insane to just do it. Like, oh yeah, no, this is a 4 minute feat for me. Like, oh, okay, you just sustained a city for like for years. Cool, cool. Sorry, the urgent has come up. We're gonna head into the waste as soon as possible. Do you have two riding animals for goodbye? Bye. Honestly, valid experience reaction. Like, hold up, we almost ran out of business, but you gave us enough. Also, I can tell a super secret Uber character when I see one. You don't show up not once, but like 4 times over the last 5 pages, covered in a cloak in the background, and not become someone who's relevant to the story. I see you. Like,
Really, the person peering into the cliffside is an important character? No,
I mean, they're looking at the magic
that's a
tree.
tree.
Yeah, that's a
That's a
tree.
tree. Okay.
Like they're there, right? They're literally right here.
Oh, really? The person with glowing yellow scars?
Gold
That's
skin.
yeah. Clearly, this person's not important at all.
Right here too. No reason why we. Maybe it's just we're reusing character designs. That's true. But everyone else here is like flat colored. This is the only person who has this level of detail on this. I see where the budget's going. I see what you're doing. You can't
I don't know.
describe.
All these people seem like pretty unique.
Yeah, no, everyone's unique. Yeah, but most people don't have the budget put on them like that. That glowy skin texture is like. I feel like you're going to become a party member later. I feel like you're a party member. There's something that feels unlockable about your equipment settings.
That's
You
insane.
feel like I have to pay $5.99 to play with you.
Oh, they're DLC.
The thing is, I have read this story before, so I recognize them, and now I'm reading it again and going, "Oh, wait a second, you were here?
So they
How the?"
are DLC.
Yeah, no. Until I reach arc 2, I've seen a good chunk of this, but it's been 2 years, so I don't remember the nitty gritty details. Also, honestly, for equine slash goat things, these are actually pretty neat little pack animals. I like it. You know what I just realized? Nobody's ever seen this view before. Maybe some ancients a long time ago, but never when the land looked like this. I never thought I'd get to see anything like this. Vash remembers some pretty incredible sights, but the things I've seen for myself feel different. Better, I think. Also, homeboy, you've been alive for 2 days. No wonder everything looks amazing. Oh, what the fuck is that? I bet Vash never saw this. No, he never witnessed this storm. He did fly over it once, though. Vash can fly? No, no, of course not. He just knew this dragon who. Boom. It's like, what was that? Whatever it is, it's not stopping. Well, it looks pretty far away. And it's not between us and the entrance. We can probably avoid it without much trouble. It might go towards the town. Yeah. We got our little heroes. Also, hey yo, I think you got a warlock pact going on, right? My lovely life wizard mage person. Your patron showed up in your head and is screaming run. I think that's a telltale sign to get the fuck out of there. Yo, when the great old one patron tells you to run away, I think that's an issue. I think that's the sign to go. Yo, when you got Cthulhu in your back pocket telling you to get the fuck out the Dodge, you gotta go. What the? Do you see that? The person in the cloud. There's a person in there? I can just make out their silhouette. Looks like they're in pain. I think they need help. No! Listen, please. I have really bad feelings. Something's wrong, like really wrong. Alinua. Can't you feel? Can't you feel it? I can't. But you're really scared. You're. I can't. But you're really scared, aren't you? More scared than when you nearly died. But if they're a danger to the town, we have to do something. And if they need help, I can't just leave them. I'm going to get closer. Kendall, Kendall, if it goes bad, I'll run. And remember, and I'm durable, remember? It's that confidence in your durability stat that matters. Problem is, you have no idea if this thing has, like, durability negation, and or the ability to just like seal your ass the fuck away forever. Don't approach the scary, tangible darkness, please. Hello? Like, hello. Woo. Do you need help? Get away. Run. Yep. And in Big Bang. Bing Bang. Oh, by the way, so you know how y'all have called my laugh evil before?
Yes.
I've had like 4 people over the course of the past 24 hours do so. It's not actually evil. I don't agree with you, fucks.
If it looks like a duck and talks like a duck and acts like a duck,
I'm
it's
talking about the
probably a
laugh.
duck.
I'm talking about the laugh. My actions, yeah, but my laugh inherently isn't evil.
If your acts are evil and the laugh sounds evil, your laugh's fucking evil. And everyone around you says it's evil.
Hmm. It's not my fault that I cackle naturally.
Never said it was.
That's enough. Come on. Yeah, no, I was right. He needs help. It's like he's fighting something. Yeah, us. Get on. Honestly, yeah, no. If I see this man arguing with shadowy venom, I'm not dealing with that. He didn't want to hurt me. He told me to run. We should be running. This is too dangerous. Just leave it. I didn't leave you.
Okay, let's see.
Which honestly is valid argument here. It's like, hey, this is dangerous. You should run away. It's like, bitch, when you lose control of your powers, you literally give people super plant mega laser cancer. You literally cause people to grow tumors and trees and plants out of their bodies. And you're mad at me for trying to help the guy with shadow nonsense going out of him? Hypocrite. Also, shadow scary nonsense hits his body. It hurt. Uh, sorry, are you Alinua? Hold on. Before they start healing themselves. Yay, they can cleanse themselves. It didn't do that to me. Just kind of burned a lot. Good. Can you stand? Give me a minute. Oh, no. Can you run? I'm sorry, this was a mistake. No, she's already here. Also, yo, homegirl, I think your soul's been fucked with. When someone else who's got weird magic sight looks at you, you come out looking like a poison ivy fusion with the green, empowered by the Green Lantern rings. Which goes hard as fuck, but damn. Also, the decision that after seeing her, like, I guess, inner soul, the darkness inside retreats inside of him and then goes, and stay out! Before fucking falling. I love this little goofy ass fool. No, absolutely not. He nearly killed us. Bro, that is pure the look of someone who's like, can we adopt him? It's like, no. It's like, but new party member. No. Oh, and what I meant earlier by like a relation to the original creator is I wonder did any of your characters ever actually think about the reverence that would be held for the original creator?
I can once again confirm, no.
Yeah.
Yep, nope.
Good.
I guarantee you Fumale had better shit to worry about.
Enjoy my primals.
Dell, should I make a like time limit for the drip pin for the what do we say? The oh yeah, the powder drip. Like basically after a given amount of turns, you'd have to put in a new one.
I can see this. Hmm. How long?
Or at least plug it back in. Because there's a pin that you could take out and pull in.
Trying to think about what I want to do right now. Because I'm wondering how much longer is this chapter?
Mm.
161. Okay. I'm going to probably stop at chapter 5 and continue here.
Got you.
Well, stop this at least at chapter 5. I'm going to continue going, but stopping the reading. Careful. Careful. That's a loner. How are you feeling? Who are you? What happened? I'm Kindle, and I found you in the wasteland after the storm disappeared. And for what happened to, I think you might need to tell me. What? Well, you were leaking this caustic black energy, and you stopped and passed out. Any idea what that was all about? No, 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 no. Nice, nice tattoo. No, these are nice tattoos. This is really bad. What is it then? Maybe you should start from the beginning. The beginning. The beginning? Yes. Yes, 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 yes. It began with my journey into the storm. I intended to discover and document what was at its center, and I was off to a fantastic start. I had made a great progress, even discovering some ancient ruins in the. Wait, you mean. Wait, you went into the storm alone? I. Yes, but that's really dangerous. Wait, do you not know who I am? No. Well, does the name Runeser ring a bell? No. Wait, where are you from? Vash. I didn't get out much. Is that an emissary sigil from Masera? Yes. It is! I'm not myself an emissary. My skills and station warranted the granting of this rare honor. This sigil, crafted and granted by Asera themselves, grants me safe passage anywhere their authority is recognized. And as I command a small and all 6 primordial elements, the storm posed no threat to me. My name is Aaron Runeser, but it's quite possible you know me better by my title, Elemental Magus. She died 130 years ago. Obviously, I'm the new one. Oh, okay. Can I get back to the story? It's like, bitch, you. Oh, no, no, no. It wasn't that he was continuing here. This one was a different text box. Fuck. Can I get back to the story? Please do. Oh, fuck. Hold up. That is the start of chapter 6. we will cut it here. If you want to watch and read more with me,
Yay!
I will probably do that another day, just so I do not have issues.